everyone, the level of insecurity in Nigeria is really out of the way. And for me, one of the most shameful and annoying part of it all is that instead of the Nigerian police force to focus on tackling this insecurity, the crime, and all of that, they are more focused on intimidating citizens, oppressing citizens, and being used as willing tool of oppression. Literally nobody is safe in Nigeria. And this particular breaking news is so heartbreaking, where you have gunmen attack Deputy Inspector General of Police Frank Mbah's Enugu home, kill officer on duty. Many a times, citizens have been calling out that there is so much insecurity in Enugu State. And what you have also is that people keep attacking them online and saying that it's all a lie, there's nothing like that, there's this, there's that. The propaganda is out of the way. By the way, I think the APC are taking propaganda to another level, and they are even opening offices that they want to use as office for propaganda. But what they don't know is that you can never use propaganda to govern. And so for me, one of the things I always talk about when I see this kind of report is that if gunmen can attack a whole deputy inspector general of police, general of police, then you and I, where are we? A serving, not a retired, he's not retired, he's a serving deputy inspector general of police, and it therefore means that he has, security in his house. Officially, he has those who are supposed to be, with him, securing him. And then you have this happening. The attack, which occurred on Thursday evening around 7 p.m., don't far into middle of the night. 7 p.m. is when you're coming back home, you're driving around, and this house, there's no how you're saying this. They didn't say it's in one village, it's in Enugu. It resulted in the death of a police officer who was guarding the house. Sahara reporters, learned about this. May his soul rest in peace. Gunmen suspected to be herdsmen have attacked the residence of Deputy Inspector General of Police DIG Frank Mbah in Ezimo community, Udenu local government area of Enugu. So that means it is not in Enugu town, but it is in a particular community called Ezimo, which is in Udenu local government area. The attack, which occurred on Thursday evening around 7 p.m., resulted in the death of a police officer who was guarding the house. According to community sources who spoke to Sahara reporters, the assailants, who were fully armed, tried to gain access to the house but were resisted by the security guard. And the thing that I'm looking at here, because they keep mentioning, like this one that they say the security guard, is the only one that was kept there, or was it a group of them? If it's one, in the kind of insecurity that we talk about, wouldn't that have been, to how the put it, lax to have just kept one person in there? And now a family is without a father, and unfortunately, in Nigeria, the way it is, you know what happens when people, security agents, lose their lives, and what their families have to go to. One of the things that most of the time people don't grasp is that we are all suffering. The suffering, it's not funny at all. Every one of us, we are going through so much, and we're all affected. So when we see this video, people are trying to go and protest and say that no, the government should do the right thing, and they are being attacked by police. We're all victims waiting to happen. A community source said when the security guard raised an alarm, the assailant killed him, collected his rifle, and disappeared into the bush. We suspect that it was the same assailant who killed the Catholic priest, Reverend Father Machi Eya, on Friday evening in Eha Ndiagu, a neighboring community in Nsukka local government area. It is not clear whether the government wanted to abduct the mother of the DIG Mbah, but what I can tell you is that these kidnappers have been operating close to Mbah's house. They have successfully kidnapped people on 2 occasions, very close to the house, less than 500 meters from it. There have been constant kidnapping activities around the area, and the perpetrators are believed to be Fulani. Imagine you are living close to a DIG, where you think that, oh, you'll be secure. Nothing like that. And I tell you that from a fact, I can tell you that it usually doesn't happen. You're just sitting there, everybody everybody is just a victim waiting to happen. And the audacity, the brazenness, which with this kid, these criminals, kidnappers, terrorists, loot, bandits, whatever it is that you decide to call them, the brazenness they have to operate with audacity is one of the things that for me that really gets me angry, because they know that Nigeria does not have the political will to tackle them, and they are not ready. And unfortunately, there's a whole lot of corruption and sabotage, going on. And there are people who seem to be benefiting from the insecurity, and they're doing everything to ensure that the insecurity does not stop. And because of the way the architectural, the security architecture of Nigeria, it's set out in a way that the states really don't have powers, local governments don't have power, states don't have power. It's the federal, the commander in chief, that actually has power to do something. And unfortunately, in Nigeria, currently, we do not have a commander in chief. What we have is a certificate forger in chief. They have successfully kidnapped people on 2 occasions, very close to the house, less than 500 meters from me. But they had not killed anyone until this recent incident. Maybe it's because they were challenged. Our people see those guys regularly. The people mining sand and gravel see them regularly. But we have a weak security system. They just come, and when the security guard, a policeman who was killed, opened the gate, they shot him. And before the people around could raise an alarm, they had disappeared. They just killed the security guard and collected his rifle. And then, this just goes on. And the thing that you would think, you just see that if they can do this to a policeman in the house of a deputy inspector general of police, what about your house? What about my house? Where are we at? Efforts to speak with the Enugu State Police Command were unsuccessful, as the command spokesperson, SP Daniel Undukwe, did not take his calls or respond to text message seeking his reaction to this particular story. And most times what you usually also will have is that there is that need to say that, oh, this thing is not happening, it is lies, it is fake news, social media this, misinformation, means this, means that. But at the end of the day, it's people's lives who are being killed. And sometimes people even hear, oh, it's only just so and so people that were killed. And I always say to them, if it's you or your loved one, it wouldn't be just. For every citizen that is killed, it's as if all of us are killed. The primary responsibility of government is the protection of lives and property, and any government that does not protect the lives and properties of its people is not fit to be called a government.